Have any of you ever even been to a frat party?
I chained myself to a tree outside one once.
They met in lesbian Holy Land, the Women's Center. Come join me on this journey as we discover Leighton and Alicia's queer love story. Spoiler alert, this video is going to go over all the major aspects of their storyline, so if you don't want to be spoiled, make sure you watch all 10 episodes of the season first. Okay, the buildup of Leighton and Alicia was intense, and it was filled with funny moments.
But these clothes are to help get people off the streets, not into Dean and DeLuca for brunch.
Oh my god, do you think that's a brunch place?
You think that's a brunch place? I feel sorry for you. Whichever writer came up with the idea of bringing these two opposites together, bravo to you, because basically everything they say to each other is hilarious. But I have to admit, my favorite moments are the serious ones, like when Alicia gets called and it leads to an intense discussion with her and Leighton about how frat guys treat queer chicks like Alicia.
I swear to god, I've never seen these guys do anything like that before.
Yeah, of course you haven't. Because they don't treat you like they treat me. I'm just this queer girl that they can't
I just didn't want to see you get hurt. I know you think you're tough, but you are 5 feet tall.
I am 5'2".
I love that in this moment, Leighton is feeling protective over Alicia. And I also like that she comments on her height, because when I first saw these two together, I don't know how tall Renee Rapp is, but she kind of looks like lesbian Hagrid compared to Alicia when they're standing next to each other. And of course, I also love it because it leads to this. What a great first kiss for them this is. It's awkward, Leighton's scared, she's hesitating, but then they totally just go for it and just all that tension that's been building, just use it to smash each other's faces, and they're smashing their face. But it's much harder than this, right? But in like a hotter, there is a very cute and almost magical flash of scenes at the end of episode 5, and I am going to reenact my exact reaction when they cut to Leighton and Alicia after they have just finished banging. We're not gonna get to see it? I am going to Mindy Kaling's place and I am going to poop on her stoop. That is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna poop on your stoop. When Leighton goes to pull her usual antics of bolting right after sex, Alicia is the first woman who's able to convince her to stay and hang out a little, and let's order some Postmates. And we get a little bit of a tease that maybe, just maybe, Leighton is starting to warm up to the idea of coming out of the closet. Then, during the next episode, when Leighton has a tough dinner with her family during family weekend, who does she run to afterwards to make it all better? That 5'2" leather jacket wearing, that's who. This shot from above made my heart do lesbian jumping jacks. You can just feel how close they're becoming to each other. It's interesting to watch the two parallels of Leighton growing and discovering empathy and kind of educating herself, and Leighton and Alicia's relationship growing right alongside with it. Their relationship gets fully cemented when Leighton kind of accidentally stumbles into mentioning Alicia's her girlfriend. Oh, this is so adorable and sweet, but in the back of my mind, I can't help but think this is doomed. Because if there's one thing we know for a fact in the queer community, it's that dating somebody who's in the closet while you're not is bound to wind up being a very painful process, and more often than not is going to wind up not working out.
Girlfriend, should I ask why a girl named Maya is calling you at 1 a.m.?
Jill, she's just a friend. She's actually coming to visit in town this weekend.
To visit your vagina?
Oh god, I relate to Alicia so hard. I hate that I'm a jealous but I swear I get suspicious face when the Subway artist squirts a little too much mayo on my wife's sandwich, if you know what I mean. Who's that calling, babe? Oh, is Meridian Clinic trying to schedule an appointment with your vagina? Oh, they are? That's good. You wanna keep that up to date. The two of them agree that an out-of-town overnight trip is called for, and it leads to this glorious shot of Alicia being the boss-ass that she is. God, don't you love when you can recognize lesbians in the wild just by their big energy? The disappointment in episode 5 and their lack of showing Leighton and Alicia's first sex scene has been rebalanced because in episode 9 we get this amazing sex scene, but things take a quicker turn than I thought they would when right after sleeping together, Leighton realizes Alicia has posted a picture that has Leighton's purse in the background and makes Alicia delete the post. Alicia agrees to delete the pic, and I am thinking, wow, she's sure willing to put up with way more than I think like the average person would as far as trying to keep her in the closet. I don't know, like, would you take that? And just like that, a few scenes after the deletion request, we finally do get Alicia walking away. Leighton repeats such an interesting point that she brought up earlier in the season when she was with the mom in the minivan, that gay people are often defined by their gayness. And that's great for the me's of the world. I literally call this my super gay YouTube channel. But what does it mean for the Leightons?
I'm just not interested tonight.
Girl, if you say no to that, what the hell do you say yes to?
Are these roommates stupid? Like, I get that for most people, all lesbians come with Justin Bieber haircuts and hiking boots, but like, what? These are supposed to be some woke-ass women. I find it unbelievable that none of them would suspect she's queer. Leighton shows up at Alicia's place, hoping to find some sort of comfort or hope or who knows, and totally gets the door shut in her face.
He's not worth it. It wasn't a guy, it was a girl. I'm gay.
I love how Leighton has built up this whole closeted thing all semester, and now she's coming out to Kimberly the way I tell my wife what I ate while she was at work. I ate McDonald's for breakfast and Taco Bell for lunch. And donuts for dessert. When Leighton breaks down, my heart goes out to her because I had that same moment. I have been in her position. But you know what? That MILF in the minivan was right. It does get better. Thank God for people like Kimberly. Thank God for friends like that. People that love us and support us at times that we can't even seem to love and support ourselves. For season 1, Leighton and Alicia ended in that hallway. But who knows for season 2? Which, by the way, we are for sure getting a season 2. HBO announced the renewal a few days ago, saying Sex Lives of College Girls is their most popular original show this year. But what does this mean for Leighton and Alicia? I really like Alicia as a character. I would be so sad to see her go. But at the same time, Leighton on her own is a juicy character, and there's so many things left with her coming out. I mean, is she really even out? Not really. One person ain't out. So regardless, whatever happens, I think it's gonna be interesting. What do you think? Should Alicia come back? Would you be over this show and onto something better if she doesn't? What are your thoughts on Leighton and Alicia? We'll have to wait until season 2 to see what happens with Leighton and Alicia, but until then, I will be here every Tuesday and Friday bringing you my silly gay YouTube videos. All right, I'm Amanda, and I'll see you next video.